Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Eastern Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Cleveland Cavaliers intent on protecting home court. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So on the floor for Washington, the great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Markieff Morris is out there with Porter. And it's Gortat in at the center. Just 4 to shoot. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Here's James. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. LeBron's got the opening basket of the game for Cleveland. Well, LeBron had kind of a slow start this season. His return to Cleveland last year.
Yeah, he got off to a bit of a slow start. He had some nagging type injuries, but things turned around, and LeBron was eventually able to get the clubhouse atmosphere where he wanted.
Cleveland with the ball. Thompson outside, fires from deep, no good. And it's Washington the other way. Here's Gortat, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
Shumpert against Beal. Thompson in the corner. Dishes it to Shumpert. Cleveland moving the ball around. Gortat with the steal. And they're pushing it up. Here's Wall. Buries it down low.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Now here's Shumpert. James in the post, guarded by Porter. And it's James missing. For Washington, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Beal, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And we've all seen how dominant Bradley Beal can be. The 3rd overall pick in the 2012 draft. He's already had a solid young career, but still plenty of room to grow.
Talking about Bradley Beal's potential, it's not just the shooting, it's also the passing, and you really don't think of him as a passer, but for such a young two-guard, he's extremely unselfish, averaged over 3 assists a game over the past 2 years.
And the true stars of our game feature versatility. And here's a guy that has also tremendous upside as a rebounder. I mean, how about getting 7 boards almost a game the 1 year he was in college? So he understands the importance of impacting other areas. I mean, last season he had his highest steals average of his career, and everything's upside with this young man. The sky's the limit.
Excellent point.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key there. Getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Now here's Wall. There's Porter with the 3. And Shumpert pulls it down. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Gortat. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Dunleavy's checked in. The Wizards also changing it up. Mahimi's checked in for Gortat. And it's Jason Smith in for Morris. Passes it to Shorty. James kicks to Love. Shot to end this cold run. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Beal can't get it to go. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Kicks it out to Love. Pass to Dunleavy. He dishes it to Love. Here's Shorty. Rebounded by the Wizards. 34 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's Wall with the drive. No luck. Cavaliers go the other way with it. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Cleveland shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. A different look now for Cleveland. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Shorty. Then for the Wizards, Oubre is checked in for Otto Porter Jr. Thornton comes in for Beal. And Trey Burke subbed in for John Wall. Now the dish to Oubre. It's Burke atop the key. And a wide open look for Thornton. Out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession.
Substitution for the Wizards. Andrew Nicholson.
Smith with a screen on Shumpert. With 4 seconds on the clock, and the dunk by Smith.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances?
And LeBron James trying to will his Cavaliers team to its first title.
He sat us down.
When someone like LeBron talks about what you need to bring to the table, you better bring it.
Yeah, I would think so. You'd be better served to go right along with what he's talking about. Of the new big three, along with Kyrie, I think if they just keep following LeBron's lead and advice, the sky's the limit.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Wizards.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. We've got Oubre. Gortat is out there with Andrew Nicholson. Then it's Thornton, and it's Burke in at the 1 spot. Kyrie Irving, an explosive scorer. We all know that. His rate of assists continually dropping over his NBA career. And Greg, does he need to be more of a pure point guard?
You know, he does have the advantage of playing with LeBron James, one of the best playmakers in the league. It's a good fit, I think, at this stage of his career, because right now they need him to score the basketball while he continues to improve his point guard skills.
Shorty is checked in for Cleveland. The Wizards also changing it up. Markieff Morris comes in for Nicholson, and Beal subbed in for Oubre. Kevin Love's checked in for Channing Frye, and a switcher also for Washington. John Wall's checked in for Burke. Thompson passes to Shorty. Cleveland moving it around. Outside Irving. Gortat with the block. And here we go. The Wizards fast break. Wall's running. And Morris throws it down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
You know, one thing you can say about Kyrie Irving, as he's gotten more talent around him, he's become much more efficient offensively. Shot selection had been a question for him, but no longer as he's gotten more help.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And Irving with multiple 55-point games last season. The first player to do that since the great Kobe Bryant back in 07.
For the Cavaliers, James checked in for Dunley. And Shumpert in there for Kyrie Irving. And a switcher also for Washington. Porter's checked in, and Shumpert kicks to Thompson. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Wall dishes to Gortat. Morris passes to Beal. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
It's LeBron with the drive, and he dunks it down.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
And Wall kicks to Gortat, and stolen by Love. Thompson up top. Shumpert in the corner. Expanding his range. That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from LeBron.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid is. You can't guard us on the perimeter.
The first for Washington. Well, nobody really knew, Greg, what to make of Washington going into last year's playoffs. They came out strong with a big sweep against a pretty good Raptors team.
Yeah, how about taking them down 4 straight? And it was the first time a team has swept an opponent without home court advantage since 2011. Also was the first sweep for the Wizards in franchise history.
And Washington making a change here. Smith is checked in. Beal, the pass to Wall. And the layup falls. Wall's got 6.
And in the second round, the Wizards continued to be a tough opponent. I mean, they went up 2-1 on the Hawks, but were unable to keep the series lead. A lot of close, heartbreaking losses for them in that series.
To the paint. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut back down to 6. They get the basket from Shorty.
The offense has a better flow, and it actually looks better here in the second quarter.
It does. They're playing with a little bit more bounce in their step and trying to close this gap. And the Hawks would ultimately take down the Wizards last year in the postseason. John Wall and his injury were a big turning point in that matchup, and all those buzzer beaters for both teams made it one of the most interesting series of the postseason. And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And Dunleavy's subbed in for Thompson. Burke, he's checked in for the Wizards.
Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geeked.
And that's what the alley-oops guys will do for your team.
16 seconds left in the first half of the game. The pass to Shorty. Outside jumper. Here's Shorty. Here's the 3. No good.
Fellas, that's exactly the job the big guy has to do for him. Contest every rebound.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Wizards lead by 9. And now
Well, a good first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, and it's the NBA Halftime Show on 2. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. And taking a look at the Wizards, Shaq. And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of...
the second half just about to get going here.
What a game for LeBron. 13 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Thompson is out there with Kevin Love, and it's Shorty in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. There's the lob to the hoop.
No hesitation at all on that alley-oop. Saw his teammate with the path to the hoop, and bang! Lobbed it right up there for him.
And he was ready for it, elevated, made the catch. You saw the result.
And you know what, though? I like the fact that he still chose that conservative finish there, just making sure he got the deuce.
Morris kicks to Wall. Beal gets a wide-open look, and good, coming off the assist by Wall. And that's 13 points here for Beal.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Last season, a mixed bag for Wall. Statistically, some steps forward, but overall, lower number.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Timeout called, Cleveland.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
The Cavaliers trail by 12, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for the Cavaliers.
Kyrie Irving.
James kicks to Thompson. Cleveland moving the ball around. James outside. Five on the clock. Oh! And in finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
And Washington making a change here. Mahinmi's checked in. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Cleveland shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. Well, last season would be one where Kevin Love played a different role, saw his numbers decline, but that was, I think, especially with LeBron and Kyrie, much better players than he ever had in Minnesota. That was to be expected.
It's a great point, Kevin. And Love dropped about 10 points per game in terms of his output. The field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage was down, but still, he traded it all to be on a winning team. And I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment to playing with great players.
Good point. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. LeBron kicks to Irving. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Shumpert off target with his three.
And, you know, for Love last season, we knew he'd be in a supporting role to LeBron. You put any player next to LeBron, and he automatically becomes some kind of role player.
The drive by James. Shumpert dishes to James. Irving with a clean look. And another miss by Cleveland.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far. For the Cavaliers, Channing Frye's checked in for Love. Dunleavy comes in for Thompson. And it's Shorty in for Kyrie Irving. Smith checked in for the Wizards. Trey Burke comes in for Beal. Thornton no good.
And thinking back to Love and his numbers last year, we saw the same thing from Bosh when he played with LeBron. Love and Bosh had similar reductions in scoring, but both were still great players, and they both have the ability to adapt and impact the game in other ways.
And the rejection by Smith. Shumpert gets a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 3 assists now in this one. Wizards leading by 7. To the inside. And then Smith with the dunk.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Frye passes to Shorty. And a pick comes off the rim, but it sinks right in.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. By himself, and Frye slams it in.
Hey, guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. Bradley Beal and Otto Porter Jr. are the wingmen. Gortat is out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Burke in at the 1. Here's Morris. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Dunleavy.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Washington.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Burke kicks to Beal. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire. Wizards leading by 5. Burke dishes to Porter.
Great D that time from LeBron.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
The feed to Dunley. Cleveland moving it around. Irving passes to LeBron. Back to Irving. Shot clock at 6. James kicks to Dunleavy. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
You can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was saying to his team. He told them it's time to fight and take the lead. Let's put ourselves in position to bring it home. Guys, we'll see if they've got what it takes to get it done.
All right, Doris. Thompson, he's checked in for Mike Dunleavy. Beal's shot is good.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
It's LeBron with the drive. Irving dishes to Thompson. The kick out to LeBron. Lots of room. Beal pulls it in. Beal's got his third rebound on the night. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And it's Irving with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Washington calls timeout. They lead by 8. 1:52 left in the fourth. John Wall's checked in for Burke. Here's Wall. Out to Morris. Looking for Gortat. He gets it there. Here's Wall. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Wizards lead by 10.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Irving attacking. Got that one up quick. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter. Irving against Wall. Pass to Gortat. In the corner, it's Morris. And again, Washington with the triple.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And, Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
On its way from Irving for 2. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to James. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's 18 points for LeBron.
They have a little extra mojo going here, a little extra pep in their step, more hustle in this second half. They're doing a much better job in terms of second chance points.
Thompson poked away.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
And here's Wall outside. It's hauled in by Fry. Cavaliers have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. The shot is off.
Nice effort on the alley-oop, but probably not a good choice.
Yeah, it looked good initially, but then broke down just as quickly.
Outside, Wall. Elbow shot. Outside for Beal. Feeds it to Wall. The second chance effort connects. The jumper drops.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their terms.
And, you know, that's not the way it usually works in the NBA. It's going to be a great win, and you know it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here for sure.
And he ends up making the second, and that brings them within single digits. Now the Wizards with it. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And Thornton kicks to Nicholson. Out to the wing. Oubre, no one around him. And the miss, not the best shot selection there. Down low. Leaner from distance, and that one drops. And so Washington takes the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, we could...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Marcin Gortat. He put up a new season high tonight. And if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, and folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.